Welcome to Online Seminary of Seminaries and Institutes of Religion. We know that you will be blessed as you come to increase your knowledge of the Scriptures and gospel of Jesus Christ.
We want to share with you how online seminary works. We want you to get as much as you can out of your online seminary experience. We don't want you to miss out on any of the various opportunities the Lord has provided through online seminary.
Before we tell you all about online seminary, we want to tell you what online seminary is not.
First, it is not an independent study program that a student does all alone. It is not a class that you can procrastinate and do all of your seminary work in one day a week. You will be part of a class with a teacher and fellow students that has assignments to do each day of the week. Credit is given based on the completion of your daily activities and attendance to your weekly class.
Second, it is not a login and look at a few web pages and get credit for the day. It is a class that requires you to log in daily, participate in a devotional, open your scriptures, read, look for answers, interact with other class members, and write responses.
How does online seminary work?
Each week, you will have 4 days of lessons that are done online. You will need to do each of the assigned activities for the day to get credit for the day. If you don't do all the activities, you won't get credit for the day. 1 day a week, as determined by your teacher, you will have a weekly class that is held either face-to-face or online, altogether as a class. You will be marked either present or absent for the weekly class if you attended or not. The first thing that you need to know is how to get around and what things are on the course homepage. At the top of the homepage, you will see recent announcements. Your teacher will share announcements containing important information for each week and for seminary in general. Make sure you read new announcements each week when you log in. When you are ready to complete your lesson for the day, click Go to Lesson Modules, or click Modules in the course navigation menu. Click on the lesson, then click the first activity in the list. This is the devotional. Once you've completed the devotional, click Next to view the next activity. Make sure you follow the directions of the activity to make sure you get credit for your work. Remember, for you to get credit for each day of seminary work online, you will need to complete each day's assigned activities. It is highly recommended that you complete those activities on the assigned day in one sitting. If you miss a day or you don't complete the activities, you are marked incomplete for the day. The lessons will only be available for a limited time each week, depending on what your teacher decides. So that means that you can't procrastinate and try to catch up on all your lessons at once. If you don't complete all the lessons for the week, you will have to work one-on-one with your teacher for you to be able to have access to those days you miss. But don't get behind, or you might get discouraged by the amount of makeup work you would need to do. Your teacher can check your progress by seeing which ones you have completed, when you completed them, and how long you took. They can even see when you logged on and how long each activity took. Your teacher may put the dates when you are to complete each lesson in the recent announcements or calendar tool. Make sure you do the lessons on the assigned days. This will help you to avoid getting behind.
It will take some effort to get into the habit of doing seminary daily, but your sacrifice will help you feel the Spirit every day and gain the knowledge, understanding, and testimony of the gospel of Jesus Christ that will give you direction and sufficient strength to make righteous choices.
There are a couple of ways to check on your own progress in online seminary. Make sure you are looking for check marks next to each activity. If there isn't a check, then you probably haven't completed all that was needed for that particular activity. Once you have done all the activities for each lesson, your teacher will review your work, review your responses, and give you feedback. Once your teacher looks at your work, he or she will mark you as complete or incomplete based on your work. Each day shouldn't last longer than 45 minutes. Most will be shorter than that, but do your best and you will be blessed. If you need any special accommodations, your teacher can work those out with you and determine what you need to do to get credit for each day in seminary.